slid down the chimney. A rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimbley. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. So things he does, he takes their presents and he takes their food. So he takes their presents and he takes their food. Do what? No. He took presents and he took food. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I'll take the tree. Oh my gosh, he takes the tree. He takes the tree, he takes their food, he takes their presents. I'm going to show you the picture. There's people writing. I'm going to show the picture just real quick. There's he's stuffing up the food. There's the tree yet. He hasn't got it yet. Let's see. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small little sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small little Who, little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
Oh my, she's so tiny.
Yeah, she is tiny. But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. Ooh, I like that word. I'm going to write that down. He was slick. He was smart and he was slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought of it quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm going to take it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child, and then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. So he says that he's going to fix the tree.
Oh, but he lied.
Yes.
Santa don't lie.
Nope. Santa doesn't.
What is that?
Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, that old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a house. So something he does is lie. He lies. He lies. Let's see. You want to see the little speck of food? So small for even a mouse. And there he is taking the log. They can't even have a fire on Christmas.
Well, what about the mouse?
Okay, then he did the same thing to all the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 15:15 dawn. All the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, their tags, and the tinsel, the trimmings, and the trappings. There it is. He took it all.
3 trees?
I think there's probably more in his bag.
Yeah, maybe under.
3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet. He rode with his load to the tiptoe to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was grinchishly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, and then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I must simply hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook when what he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast, and he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beef. So, he says that he takes the tree and takes it, but he gives it back, doesn't he? Gives it back. And then his heart grows. He thinks his heart grows, and he likes Christmas. And he likes Christmas. After I tell everyone we do. Okay, so we said he's small heart. He hates Christmas. He's mean. He's angry. He's tricky. He's smart. He's slick. What about green? He's green. Oh, I just changed to blue color. Green. Okay, then after he hears them singing, what does he become? Good. Xavier? Nice. He's nice. He loves Christmas. He's still green. Okay. He is not angry. He's nice and mean. His heart grew. Yeah, bigger heart. Very good. Okay. So that's how we change after Christmas. So on the other side of your paper, it says, draw the Grinch and label the picture by writing a character trait that describes him. So you're going to draw the Grinch. You can draw him however you want.
That's so cute. Oh,
Okay. Excuse me. I'm talking. Okay. You can draw the Grinch however you want. And then you're going to point to him, and you're going to pick one of these things that you want to describe him with. You're going to write the word. You're going to say the Grinch is, and write the word again. So if you put nice here, you can say nice because, and tell me why. Or the Grinch is mean. You could put mean because, and tell me why. Or you could put that he's tricky, and tell me why. Okay, so that's what we're going to do on that side. I'm going to turn this around, and you may color it after you have drawn it and wrote your sentence.